that was a character you couldn't shake.
Yeah, that was the first time I had trouble getting rid of her, which I was very ashamed of, I have to say, because I thought, it's a job, I'm an actress, I shouldn't be affected by any of my roles. But I had spent 6 months, more than 6 months with her, and I really entered another dimension. I didn't see my friend and family for this amount of time, because when I would see them, they would find me weird, and I didn't like it.
George and Martha. Sad, sad, sad.
Sad.
Whom I will not forgive for having come to rest, for having seen me and having said, yes, this will do. Who has made the hideous, the hurting, the insulting mistake of loving me, and must be punished for it.
There was no place in me that I could dig to find Martha. I had to observe a lot of people, friends, older friends, and luscious. I changed my voice, I wore padding, rubber under my eyes and under my chin. I walked differently.
Est-ce qu'il a été très difficile pour elle de composer le personnage de Virginia Woolf?
He said, did you find it very difficult to play the part of a woman in Virginia Woolf?
No, I had more fun doing that part than any part I've ever done. It was hard work, but not difficult work.
She didn't hear one word I said. She doesn't hear you right now.
Now, you know that happens, Norma Ray. It happens
Well,
all the
it
time.
doesn't happen to my mama.
It'll pass off. It's just temporary.
Oh, well, that makes it okay. She's only deaf for 1 hour. She's only deaf for 2 hours. She's only deaf all day.
Get herself another job.
What other job in this town? This is the only job.
Honestly, the studio didn't want me, and they had offered it to about 5 other actresses who had luckily turned it down. And Marty said, and then I'm going to go after Sally Field to get it. And he sent me the script without the studio knowing about it. So I went into his office, and he said, asked me if I was serious about my work, and I said yes. And he said, well, then I want you for this. The studio doesn't want you, but I'll make sure that we get you.
And then, this is the sad part, Daddy. All of a sudden, I saw a little Sheba. She was lying out in the middle of the field, dead. I felt terrible, Doc. Nobody else paid any attention. But I cried and cried. It made me feel awful, that sweet little puppy, her white fur all smeared with mud, and no one to stop and take care of her.
I might say, if I may, without causing you too much embarrassment, that it's a great honor for us to have a young lady who got the Oscar Award and the Antoinette Berry Award and just won the award in Cannes, In fact, I think one of our New York columnists, Lyons, said the only thing you hadn't won so far was the Kentucky Derby.
I am fed up with you. I am fed up with this arrangement. I am fed up with hanging around on the off chance that you may condescend to drop in between the baseball and the golf.
Vicky.
And if you do not have to take your children to Kew Gardens.
We did take our
If you
children.
want a horse, step outside, press any of those buttons marked French.
Vicky.
You are a thoughtless, callous, selfish, egotistic. Do not, just do not touch me. Do not.
Miss Jackson, how did you hear the news of what had happened?
A friend in New York who was watching the awards on television rang my husband, who happened to be awake at 6:20, and he came pounding up the stairs and shook me into wakefulness and said, "Get on the phone, you've won," which was very nice.
Did the phone ever stop ringing all night?
It didn't from then on. We had another call from another friend in New York, and then Betty Davis rang, which was almost as good as getting the award.
Do you think Oscar awards mattered more to her generation of Hollywood actresses than they do to yours?
Well, I always thought they did until I got this one, and I was so excited and surprised and pleased by it that I think there must be something eternal in winning an Oscar that hits every generation equally.
Excuse me. It is after 10. Give my daughter the pain shot, please.
Mrs. Greenway, I was going to.
Oh, good. Go ahead.
In just a few minutes.
Well, please, it's after 10. It's after 10. I don't see why she has to have this pain.
Ma'am, it's not my patient.
It's time for her shot. You understand? Do something. All she has to do is hold out until 10. And it's past 10. She's in pain. My daughter is in pain. Give her the shot. You understand?
You're going to behave.
Give my daughter the shot! Thank you very much. Thank you.
You got nominated 5 times.
God, I don't know, Peter. Is that what it was? I don't know.
Yeah. And you won on the 6th time.
Is that right? I don't
Yeah.
know.
So each of those times you sat in the theater, what was it like? Did you have an acceptance speech ready?
No, not, well, yeah, kind of. Well, I hold my stomach in when I get up there in front of the audience is always my problem, because I'm getting more and more gifted there. You have kind of an idea what you're going to say. It always changes once you get up. It does.